Ever wondered why cats love to sleep on keyboards? One reason is the warmth they provide. Yes, you heard it right, warmth. We all know that cats are creatures of comfort, and what's more comfortable than a warm, cozy spot? Now just think for a moment about your keyboard. You've probably noticed that after a long session of typing away, your keys tend to heat up a bit. This is due to the internal components of your computer or laptop working hard, generating heat in the process. And guess what? This heat doesn't go unnoticed by your feline companion. Cats have a higher body temperature than humans, and they are always on the lookout for warm places to help maintain this. The average cat's body temperature lies between 101 and 102.5 degrees Fahrenheit, a bit higher than our average 98.6 degrees. So, in their quest for warmth, they're naturally drawn to heat-emitting objects like our keyboards. Imagine the scenario from a cat's perspective. They're wandering around, perhaps after a hearty meal or a playful frolic, and they come across your keyboard radiating a gentle warmth. It's like an open invitation to them. The keyboard becomes an inviting spot for them to curl up and do what they do best, sleep. But it's not just the heat that attracts them. Keyboards also provide a solid, slightly elevated platform, which adds to their appeal. It's the perfect combination of warmth and comfort that makes your keyboard an irresistible cat magnet. So the next time you find your cat napping on your keyboard, remember, it's not just because they want to disrupt your work or walk across your keys. It's because your keyboard provides the perfect warm, cozy spot for them to rest and relax. So the warmth of a keyboard is one enticing factor for our cat friends. But it's not the only reason. Stay tuned as we delve into the other factors that make your keyboard a cat's favorite nap spot. Another reason cats might choose to nap on your keyboard is to grab your attention. Now, if you've been around cats, you know they're not exactly shy about making their needs known. Whether it's a loud meow for food or a gentle nudge for a petting session, cats have their ways of communicating with us humans. So let's consider the scenario. You're sitting at your computer, typing away, eyes glued to the screen. Your furry friend sees this as an opportunity. They jump up, stroll across the keyboard and settle down for a nap. Suddenly the clicks of the keys are replaced by the soft purring of your cat. Your attention? Successfully grabbed. You see, cats are incredibly perceptive creatures. They quickly learn what garners attention and what doesn't. And if there's one thing that's sure to draw your gaze away from the screen, it's a cat lounging on your keyboard. It's almost as if they're saying, "Hey, look at me. I'm more interesting than whatever's on that screen." And let's be honest, they're usually right. This behavior is a testament to their intelligence and adaptability. They've figured out that the keyboard is a surefire way to get noticed. A spotlight, if you will. Every time they settle down on those keys, they're essentially taking center stage, putting on a show that's impossible for you to ignore. What's more, this is a win-win situation for cats. They not only get the attention they crave, but they also get to enjoy the warmth of the keyboard, which we talked about earlier. It's a clever strategy, really. However, this doesn't mean you have to let your cat disrupt your work. There are ways to discourage this behavior, like providing alternative warm and cozy spots for them to nap. We'll get into that later. In essence, your keyboard becomes a stage for your cat to perform their attention-seeking antics. Cats, as it turns out, are not just cute and cuddly companions. They're also crafty little strategists who know just how to steal the spotlight. Did you know cats have a preference for high places? This might explain their attraction to your keyboard. Ah, the allure of elevation. A concept as old as history itself. Cats are no exception to this rule. They too are drawn to the heights, much like their wild cousins who lounge in trees, keeping a watchful eye on their terrain from above. But why does your domesticated feline friend find your keyboard so appealing? You see, it's all about perspective. To you, a keyboard might not seem like much of a peak, but to your cat, it's a mountaintop. Positioned on a desk, a keyboard offers an elevated perch that's just too tempting to resist. It's a vantage point that lets them survey their surroundings, keep an eye on you, and of course, doze off in peace. This preference for high places is actually rooted in their survival instincts. In the wild, a higher position often means safety from predators and a clear view of potential prey. While your home is likely predator-free unless you count the vacuum cleaner, these instincts are hardwired into your cat's DNA. But it's not just about survival. Cats are also known for their curious nature. A high vantage point allows them to satisfy their curiosity without putting themselves at risk. They can observe the world around them, keeping an eye on their human, and perhaps the occasional fly that dares to venture into their territory. So, when your cat chooses to nap on your keyboard, they're not just seeking warmth or attention. They're also claiming a high spot that allows them to keep an eye on their environment while feeling safe and secure. It's a little bit like having their cake and eating it too. In conclusion, it's safe to say that the height of your keyboard, placed on your desk, provides an attractive high spot for your cat. It's a combination of instinct, curiosity, and the love for a good view that makes your keyboard a perfect napping spot for your feline friend. So, the height of your keyboard may indeed be one of its irresistible features for your feline friend. Cats also like to be close to their human friends, which could be another reason for their keyboard naps. Yes, cats are known for their independent streak, but they also crave companionship. Their desire to be near their favorite humans could be a significant factor in their keyboard lounging habits. You see, cats are social creatures and they form strong bonds with their human caregivers. Your feline friend might simply enjoy being near you, and what better place to do that than on the warm, inviting keyboard that's right in front of you. It's a win-win for your cat. They get to enjoy your company, and they get to soak up the warmth from your computer. Think about it. When you're engrossed in your work or your latest online adventure, your cat is right there with you. They're not off in some far corner of the room. They're not hidden away in some secluded spot. They're right there, on your keyboard, sharing the experience with you. It's their way of participating in your activities, of being part of your world. It's also worth noting that cats are creatures of habit. They're drawn to routines and familiar surroundings. And if you spend a lot of time at your computer, your cat will come to associate that space with you. It becomes part of their routine. They learn that when you're at the computer, they can be close to you. And so, your keyboard becomes their preferred lounging spot. In conclusion, your cat's keyboard napping habit isn't just about warmth or comfort. It's also about companionship. It's about your cat wanting to be near you, to share in your experiences. And so, your keyboard becomes a convenient place for your cat to stay close and cozy. Cats are territorial animals, and your keyboard could be a part of their claimed territory. Now, if you've spent any time observing cats, you'll notice that they have a penchant for marking their territory. Whether it's through scent marking, scratching, or simply lounging around, cats have a unique way of saying, "This is mine." But how does a keyboard fit into this picture? Well, let's think about it. As a cat owner, you probably spend a decent chunk of your day typing away on your keyboard. From your cat's perspective, this is a prime piece of real estate that you're always around. It's warm, it's frequently used, and it's a spot that they can easily associate with you. So when your cat decides to nap on your keyboard, they might not just be seeking warmth or attention. There's a good chance they're also staking a claim to a territory that they consider valuable. By sleeping on your keyboard, they're effectively saying, "Look, this is a place I value because you value it, and I'm going to make it mine." This territorial claim isn't about dominance or aggression. It's more about a sense of security and belonging. Your cat feels safe and comfortable in places that smell like you, and your frequently used keyboard is one such place. Now, just because your cat has claimed your keyboard as their territory doesn't mean you have to surrender it. You can still share it with your feline friend, but be mindful of their territorial instincts and try to provide them with other comfortable sleeping spots. This way, you can ensure that your cat feels secure and loved, without having to sacrifice your keyboard. So when your cat sleeps on your keyboard, it could be their subtle way of saying, "This is my turf." Last but not least, the comfort of the keys could be a reason why cats love sleeping on keyboards. Now think about it. A keyboard is not just a flat surface, it's a complex topography of keys, a landscape of small hills and valleys. The keys on a keyboard provide a fitting contour for the cat's body. Each key is like a tiny pillow, gently supporting the delicate frame of our feline friends. Imagine, if you will, the feeling of those keys under your fingers. They yield slightly under pressure, providing just the right amount of resistance. Now, imagine that feeling spread over your entire body, each key adjusting to your weight, providing support exactly where you need it. That's what a cat experiences when it lays down on a keyboard. This contour might provide a comfortable sleeping surface for the cat. The keys adjust to the cat's body, molding themselves around its shape. The end result is a surface that fits the cat like a glove. And let's face it, who wouldn't want to sleep on a bed that was custom made for them? But it's not just the physical comfort that draws cats to keyboards. The rhythmic clicking of the keys can be soothing, much like the sound of rain on a window pane. The gentle hum of the computer can also provide a comforting white noise that can lull a cat to sleep. Cats are creatures of comfort. They seek out places that make them feel safe and secure. And for some cats, a keyboard checks all those boxes. It's warm, it's close to their favorite human, it's high off the ground, and it's incredibly comfortable. So, the keys on your keyboard might just be the perfect cat bed. In summary, there are several reasons why cats love to sleep on keyboards. It's a quirky behavior that has both charmed and frustrated many a cat owner. So let's take a moment to revisit these fascinating reasons. Firstly, we talked about the warmth factor. Keyboards, especially after being used, can become warm and inviting. And as we know, cats are drawn to cozy, warm places. This might explain why your fur baby decides to take a nap on your laptop right after you've finished working on an important document. Next, we explored the attention-grabbing aspect of this behavior. Cats are clever creatures, and they quickly learn that lounging on your keyboard is a surefire way to get your attention. After all, it's hard to ignore a cat when it's sprawled across your keys, isn't it? We also discussed the allure of the high ground. Cats naturally gravitate towards elevated spaces. The keyboard, being on top of your desk, represents a lofty perch from where they can observe their domain. Then we touched upon the proximity factor. Cats love being close to their humans. So when you're engrossed in your computer, your cat might decide to join you by curling up on your keyboard. The territory claim was another intriguing point we covered. Cats are territorial animals, and sleeping on your frequently used keyboard might be their way of marking it as their own. Finally, we delved into the comfort of the keys. The unique texture and contours of the keys may provide a pleasant tactile experience for cats, contributing to their choice of the keyboard as a sleeping spot. But remember, while it's endearing to see your cat snoozing on your keyboard, this behavior could lead to accidental inputs or even damage to your device. To discourage this, consider providing alternative sleeping spots that are warm, comfortable, and close to you. A cat bed placed near your workspace could be a great solution. It's also important to note that every cat is unique. What appeals to one may not appeal to another. So it's always a good idea to experiment and see what works best for your feline friend. In conclusion, understanding why your cat sleeps on your keyboard can give you valuable insights into their behavior and preferences. It's a testament to the complex and fascinating nature of our furry companions. And with this understanding, we can better cater to their needs and create a happier, healthier environment for them. Remember, understanding your cat's behavior can help you create a happier and healthier environment for them. Happy cat parenting!